Welcome to the Mind Madam podcast, where we are here to talk about nervous systems, attachment, sex, trauma, and all of the patterns that are quietly ruining your life. It's going to be honest, direct. There is no guru voice, there is no therapizing, just brutal self awareness with a touch of dark humor because healing can be fun. This space is going to be mostly for men. If you're a woman, you are welcome too, as long as you appreciate directness. Some of these episodes are going to be solo, some of them with guests, but all of them are designed to challenge the way that you look at yourself and help you progress. So let's get into it. All right. So let's just call it as it is. What you think is your personality, most of what you think it is, it's not. It's just patterns, and old ones at that, wired in by experience and made to make you feel safe. Your brain and your body learned it at some point in your life, whether it was, a trauma from a childhood, heartbreak, a toxic boss. And I don't mean big traumas. They can actually be incredibly small traumas, micro traumas, whatever it was. But now your body runs this pattern of protection on autopilot. You didn't pick it. You didn't overthink it. Your system simply just said, wow, this feels familiar. This helped get us out of that, micro trauma or trauma event last time. Let's do it again. So every time you have something that feels like that experience, this same pattern will show up, even if it's painful, even if this is not a healthy outcome, even if it's keeping you stuck in those same unwanted outcomes, like those same fights that you have in your relationship on repeat. It always ends the same toxic relationships, the same terrible jobs, the same fights with your kids. That's what happens with this pattern interrupting your life. I kind of think of it like this. Think of a train that keeps running on a track, like just in a circle. You could change the train engine, you could change the brakes, you could offload the baggage if that's what you do with trains. I don't really know, but that's where we're going. But if you don't switch the track destination or flip so you can change tracks, you are going to end up in the same destination no matter how many things you change. So it's the same with you could change your job, your partner, your city, your haircut, whatever. But if that same track is going on and you don't even realize it, it doesn't matter what you change, you're going to end up in the same place. It's just a shinier train. So I want to show you an example. I'm big on examples. This is a new concept for a lot of people. So I'm going to take it to one of the main patterns that men have, and that is the fixer, because I know you guys are just trying to help. But sometimes this pattern really wreaks havoc on your life, and we're going to go over why. This happens a lot, especially in high functioning guys. So something happens, okay? Picture it. Like your idea gets ignored at work, or, you're talking to someone and their tone shifts mid convo, or maybe someone pulls away. You don't think about it at first. In fact, first your body responds. Just people don't catch it because they're not paying attention. So your chest may tighten, your jaw may lock, some anxiety, maybe you have a nervous stomach. And then what happens is the brain kicks up, and then your pattern starts. You're going to have that urge to fix, to explain, to prove, to over deliver, even at the expense of yourself and your boundaries. You are not solving the thing, you are scrambling for safety. Makes sense. Your brain wants to keep you safe. It's not that you're a demon. It's not that you're an awful person. It's literally your brain and body doing what it's designed to do. It's kind of like downloading an app at 7 years old and you're still running the same app or the same code at 37. That code, it doesn't even fit your life anymore, but it's still running the show in the background because it is so ingrained in you. But here's what I do want you to realize. You are not needy. You are not too much. You're not broken. You're not a toy that just gets disposed of. You're a human. You just learn that if you do everything right and fix everything as a fixer, maybe you'll stay safe. Maybe you won't get left behind because you will be seen as valuable. That is the pattern. You don't need to throw your whole life out. You just need to understand when the code kicks in so you can interrupt it and choose a different destination. Patterns, they aren't just habits. They're there for protection. And what most people miss is that your behaviors, whether it's overgiving or shutting down or avoiding conflict or just not sharing your emotions for fear of them being weaponized against you. Those aren't quirks, those are survival strategies. You overgive because love once meant a performance, that in order to maintain that love and keep that love, you had to prove your worth and give. Or maybe you shut down because vulnerability at one point meant a lot of pain because people ostracized it for you or weaponized it against you. Or maybe you just avoid conflict and sweep everything under the rug until you burst because when you grew up or at some part in your life, peacekeeping meant keeping you safe. Your body's not trying to sabotage you, it's just honestly trying to protect you from a wound that even you haven't named yet. And the real truth, Brom, that a lot of people don't understand is your brain, it doesn't care about your goals. It doesn't care if you're even happy. All it cares about is survival. And your nervous system, that familiar will equal safe. Even if familiar means loneliness or chaos or burnout or overgiving or perfectionism, it will still pick that over the unknown because the devil that it knows is easier to deal with than the devil that it doesn't. So what do? Well, awareness with these patterns is not going to erase the pattern. It's not going to be like, oh my God, I'm aware of my pattern and now it's magically fixed. No, I'm sorry. If life worked like that, it'd be really fucking awesome, but it doesn't. But being aware of your pattern gives you the choice. It's like the moment you pause and ask yourself, do I want to run this route again? Do I want to have that same unwanted outcome as per usual? Do I want to have this same argument? Do I want to feel burnt out again? That's when everything starts to change, not with shame, not with fixing, but with noticing. So next time you feel yourself reacting fast, because it is going to happen in the body first, and then it will go to your brain, whether it's, pulling away or that overgiving, leading to perfectionism, ask yourself, what am I afraid this means about me? That one question is kind of like the off ramp to interrupt the pattern so you can choose a different destination. Your patterns, they're not who you are, they're who you learned to be. And if you don't name them, they keep driving. It doesn't matter what car you choose, you're still the one behind the wheel. So I hope this helps and it gives you an eye-opening, thing to you're not broken, you're just a human. Fancy that. Well, the next episode, we are going to do something a little different where we are talking about something called confirmation bias. And, it sounds super fancy, but all it is how one bad moment snowballs into a trash day and then how to break this loop. All right. So I can't wait to dive in with you on the next episode and make sure you hit subscribe and I will see you there.